Dr. Stock viewers, welcoming you all to my new video. In this video, we're going to detailly see about an upcoming IPO that is called as the Burger King IPO. We're going to see about the business prospectus and the reason why Burger King IPO has come to secondary market, all other things like financials. So what is the procedure in opening up a shop? Also, what are the major competitors for Burger King at the moment in the Indian market and how they grow after IPO? All the things we're going to see detailedly, and this is what we're going to see in this video. And apart from this, it is not going to be a business related with Burger King IPO alone. We're going to see about the food industry chain in India. So how the food industry chain in India is growing, and apart from this, right, in this food industry chain, a specific term called quick service restaurant, how it is growing. And I am having one big question in my mind. So what would be the franchise amount if I want to take a franchise like KFC, or we have to take a franchise like Barbecue Nation? So for all these things, we are getting an approximate answer that it would be something like very close to XX amount. So all these things are driven very closely with the Burger King sponsorship opening of shops. All these things we're going to see here in this video detailing. So let's move on to the video directly. And before moving to the video, I would like to say one more thing. So if you're watching this video for the first time, I would advise you to subscribe to our channel so that all the content related with the stock market related financial things will be updated to you on time when we are releasing the videos. Just give a subscribe and hit the bell icon and just give on so that all notifications will be coming to your inbox directly. So I'll move to the video right now, the Burger King IPO. So this is the IPO which is coming to the streets on 2nd December. The IPO name is Burger King IPO. So this is nothing but a burger shop which is coming as a representation from US. So it is like a chain shops. Currently they are into quick service restaurant group, and they are having almost very close to 268 shops in India with 9 franchises and 259 direct shops. We're going to see about this one by one with the promoters, and we're going to see who is the competitor for this and what is the each individual setup of a single shop and all these things detailing. And apart from that, with this research of Burger King IPO, we're going to see detailing about what does the food industry in India is growing at the rate currently, and what is the future trend of the food industry in India going, as well as we're going to see about which is the top sector in this food sector. For example, it is going to be a restaurant, dining restaurant, or a pub, or a CCD like shops, or something like a quick service restaurant. So which is unique and which is going to attract customers in future. And that's all we are going to go ahead in this Sunday. So it's like a very good theme of the development of food industry. Right now, hotel business is attracting so many people across world, and to be frank, different parts of Chennai, the place where I live, is currently growing up as a food world at the moment. So this has been across ECR and OMR, and it has been into other outskirts of Chennai as well. So this is the important thing which we're going to see today, completely about the food chain business. So that is happening in part of chain as well as in part of individuality. So how this market is getting driven, all these things we're going to see step by step with the reference with the Burger King red herring prospects. Let's move on step by step. So first and foremost important thing, to any stock which you are applying in the market, right, it is going to be stock which we are buying in the open market or secondary market, anything. First important point we have to look here is the promoter holding, whether it is pledged or it is open. So right now QSA is the promoter which is holding this stake. QSR Asia is the investor which is holding this specific Burger King at the moment with 95%. And apart from that, it is Amansa Investments. So they are also holding some stakes. So the latest deal, it happened with 58.5 rupees. So it is very lucky to all the investors. So we are going to purchase in very close to this price only. That means to say 59 to 63 IPO price. So let's move on to the key promoter holdings. So these are the promoter holding at the moment. So it is like 99 point something is being held individually with promoter as well as some of the peer high net worth individual. So it means that the company is going good with the direct holdings without any pledges. So this part is clear. We'll now move to the additional parts. So now I'm moving on to the next important point, which is called as the EPS. So any company which we are going to buy, right, we need to know about the earning per share, how much the company is earning per share which we are buying and what is the rate. So here I can see some incline and decline. So that's fine. It's a mixed thing. So it is from 3 to 2.87. At the moment it is 2.87. That's fine. We'll move to the next thing. So right now we are into one more important business deal of the Burger King restaurant. So Burger King is currently operating into quick service restaurant. Okay, quick service restaurant is nothing but something like a KFC, a McD, Domino's Pizza, and etc. So in this field, what is the growth rate and what is the competitor? Other things like casual dining restaurants, cafe, and which is leading in this format is in all the food related things. So that is constituting around very close to 4,231 billions the market value currently, and it is going in a good CAGR for very close to 25% on a year-on-year basis. Quick service restaurant is capturing the major thing at the moment. So in this sector only, Burger King is also competing. So I meant to say very clearly, out of this food things, different type of food habits and different type of food restaurants, quick service restaurant is one of the leading thing and growing thing which is happening in the market at the moment. Reason being, it is movable and it is quick to set up and it has some advantages like can be delivered quick. So that is how the people come to this. And their menu is attractive. Something different we are getting from a dining restaurant. So that's how it is growing. So that is the recent space from 2020 to 2025. There is a possible 2% CAGR growth in this field. When you take the other way, so when you take the market share, it is growing in a 3% way on a 5 to 5 year basis. So that is how it is going. When comparatively in other fields like casual restaurant, casual dining, cafe, frozen, it is stable. When you see the place, it is very stable. So that is what I am planning to say here. So I'm moving to the next thing. So let's see some of the chain market players in the quick service restaurant players. So we have McD, we have Pizza Hut, we have KFC, we have Domino's. All these things we have as a player right now in the market for India. So this is how this is growing, and it is growing in a CAGR of right now with 17, and it is going to go for very close to 19% with 965 CAGR by the fiscal 2025. Let's see about the market presence and the revenue presence of this QSR detailing. So here is the market share by outlet count. So currently Domino's Pizza is leading this place with the outlet count. It is having somewhat very close to 1,300. We're going to see about that later. And market revenue by share, again, Domino's is leading this space. And we have Burger King in the way of developing. It's not developed, it's developing. So we have in the market revenue as 5% and in the outlet as 4%. So we have some more space to grow in the concern of Burger King as it started its journey just 5 years back. That's what the outlet count and revenue is saying for Burger King at the moment. So as we all know very clearly that Burger King is into this IPO made recently in opening up new shops, targeting some counts within some specific year. It's like within 2026 or within 2029, they're planning to target 700 shops, and their immediate target is to open close to 450 shops within the end of 2025. That is the plan for them. We're going to see about that roadmap as well. So what is the future business idea for the opening of a Burger King restaurant in the company owned? Yeah, they have some plans, like they are planning to open up in any of this road plans, like when people are traveling from one place to one place, right? So here eatery is playing a main important role. That too, quick service restaurant is playing a main important role. We have listed out, Burger King has listed out around very close to 13 highways on which they are planning to set up some models as a part of company-owned restaurants, as well as they are having some plans to tie up some quick service restaurants in some petrol pumps as well. So like that in Indian Oil, Hindustan Petroleum, Bharat Petroleum, they are planning to make out something. So these are the rough estimates of kilometers and these are the rough estimations of gas stations which they are planning to make some some shops over there. So they are having some ideas to put up some tie-up with some, for example, for the restaurant, they are having some tie-up with the brand called Pepsi, right? Likewise, they're trying to put some tie-up in some of the gas stations as well. So we are not clear. They have some picture on opening up new shops related to this roadmap as well as with the gas stations. So that is what this retailing prospect is saying at the moment. So now let's see what is the total number of shops that Burger King is opening currently and what is the plan for them till 2023. Let's have a look on it. So right now Burger King is owning around very close to 261 shops, out of which 8 is sub-franchise and 253 is company owned. So it is like they are having 261 shops at the moment. So that is what the count. And right now the plan is in 2019, 2020 they need to have 250 restaurants. Right now they achieved more than that of very close to 11 restaurants. That is 261. Within 2021 they're going to achieve 300 restaurants, and within 2022 they're going to achieve 370, and within 2023 they're going to achieve 450. Means that they are planning of 30 to 50 restaurants in the upcoming every year. So that is what this Burger King roadmap towards future is saying. So we'll move on to the next thing. So we have seen that they have a roadmap of around 450 shops within 2023. Let's have a look on what is the cost required for building up a specific area of Burger King owned, company owned restaurant. Okay? So for this, the main basic requirement is a piece of land which is having very close to 1,300 to 1,400 square feet. So the land leasehold improvements and other related costs related to the land is playing an important role here. So for example, when you plan to own any QSR with the chain brands, make sure that you are having some lands which is very close to 1,300 to 1,400 square feet. So then it would be reducing your cost to bare minimum to 50%. For example, the cost setup required to put up a Burger King restaurant as per the retailing prospectus 2.8 crore, where here 1.5 crore out of this is going for the land acquisition and lease contract. This type of companies are going for a long lease, means that they are planning to acquire a lease of more than 10 to 15 years. That is what the retailing prospect is saying very clearly with the price. So when you plan to take up any QSR chains with any players like Burger King, like BBQ or etc. BBQ will be looking out for a very big space. But comparatively, when you go for a KFC or when you go for something like a Burger King or something like the Domino's or something like the McD or Pizza Hut, so it would be approximate of something like very close to 2.8 crore plus or minus 1 will be happening in this price, and again there would be a higher savings will be happening in terms if you hold a land accordingly. So this is what the setup money for a single shop of company owned Burger King is happening at the moment. So it is the sub-franchise model. So this is the cost of around very close to 2.8 crore is happening for acquiring one single shop. So let's make a small comparison with the menu of Burger King with the other listed peers like McD, Domino's and KFC. KFC is not listed of course here, but McD and Domino's are listed here. So comparatively, C is the main product, B is the beverage, and S is the snacks. That would be a French fry. So comparatively, the burger they are giving is comparatively the price which is very equivalent, or it is slightly a discounted price from the McD part. So, and again going with the drink, it is again having some discount, and price as well as is having some discount. So comparatively, the price here, the burger side, the main competitor in India right now with the Burger King and the McD, price is more or less equal. Hope this matches the taste as well. Okay. So very clearly, Burger King is giving a quality and quantity comparatively with McD. So means that they are delivering a very good quality at the moment with the same price value. Comparatively, Domino's and KFCs are giving somewhat slightly higher. The reason being they have their own crowd and the demand is getting increased as people have used to go to it for more than a decade and they have their own customer base. So comparatively, things are there for all the 4 PS here. As we know very clearly, Burger King is here to make up its strength from 261 to N number. That is, they're going to make it very close to 450 to 700. That is why they're here into the IPO. So let's see how the quick service restaurant things grown here in the Indian market after IPO. We know very clearly Jubilant Food, which is called as Domino's, so which came into IPO for 2010 with 306 shops. Same like Burger King today, very close to that. They came to IPO within a decade. They grown 16% CAGR with 1,354 shops. That is remarkable. Similar thing you can put up with McD. They came into IPO for 2013 with 161 shops, and right now they are with 311 shop. Means that they grown at a CAGR of 10%. And one more important player who came into market in 2016, that is Cafe Day. So currently we have some issues in this company due to the founder issue. So he had some death issues. So from there we had some issues in that counter, or else it would have also raised up so many shops from there. We have around very close to 250 plus shops after the IPO. That is 1.20 the IPO, and after that we have got around very close to 1732. So it has compounded in a CAGR of 4% CAGR. So these are the other specific chains who are available in the Indian market with their presence of the total count. So we can able to see all the things here. So that's looking good. We'll move to the next. So this slide is going to give us what is the intake per day revenue that this specific companies are making. We are going to see here. So we're going to see about the Burger King with the other listed peers and other competitive players for Burger King accordingly. So actually, Burger King is allowing the joint venture partnership that is like a franchising model. So we are good here. So right now we have 261 outlets, and this average sales per day is before COVID levels and not at the current levels, because it is before March levels. So Burger King is making a daily turnover of around very close to 1.1 to 1.2 lakhs. That is sound, and it is up to the industry mark. We have McD making the same amount of things like 1.2 to 1.3 lakhs. So when comparatively, when it take with the peer player, that is McD, right? So we have in commanding way, so no doubt here. And again, comparatively, if you go for any other place, something like KFC or Domino's, they are meeting their field as well, the price value I'm saying. So this is what things are coming at the moment for the Burger King. Again, here we can able to see somewhat important other things like what is the average square feet store per square feet is required. So that also we can see for different stores. And I was in barbecue, and barbecue is looking out for a space of around 4,800 to 5,400 square feet. That is something very big. Comparatively, in this same category of 1,300 to 1,400, people can own a Subway or a Domino's or a Burger King restaurant. So that is what this specific thing is saying. And comparatively, the daily target, right? The daily target is coming very close to 1.1 to 1.2 lakhs. That is command level up to the market. That's good knowing. We'll move to the next. So one more important thing when compared to other players, marketing and advertising expense. So when any product is getting introduced to the market at the early stage, sure shot the marketing and advertising expense will be quite higher. So that is what we are feeling right now in the Burger King as well. So comparatively in the year 2017, it was 10.3, and in 18 it jumped to 14.3%, and in the year 2019 it was 8.5. And when comparatively happening in FY 2020, due to pandemic, it has been reduced. Going forward, Burger King will be spending some additional money here. Reason being to reach out and to make out good money. So without advertisement, business will not reach that much quick. So that is the plan of marketing and advertising at the moment. So that is the reason for the extra spend on the advertisement. So that will be happening once the brand is getting a more presence. So still now we have to do it, no other go. So that is what will happen in Domino's. That is what will happen in McD. So Burger King is also following the same route. So right now Burger King is operating in a cluster model. So they are operating in 6 cluster model right now. They have more shops in Delhi, NCR, UP, Rajasthan place. After that, they have higher shops in Mumbai, Gujarat, Pune. That is 66 shops. And after that, list to it. Cluster number 3, Punjab, Haryana, they have around very close to 45 shops. And cluster number 4 is occupying 4th place with 39 shops, that is comprising of Bengaluru, Chennai and Kerala. They have 2 leased clusters, that is cluster number 6 and cluster number 5. So they are operating with 25 shops, 9 in the cluster 6 and 16 in the cluster 5. So they're going to build up more area on all these things very close to cluster 4, 5, 6 comparatively in the upcoming years. That is what I am feeling right now. That is how the cluster model of their own business is going with respect to the management perspective. So next important thing, so the one which is licking waiting tongue here, the reason being, so far I have not visited any Burger King shops so far. So once this menu is out, right, so I am planning to check something related with the chickens in Burger King. So this is the menu of Burger King at the moment. So there is a standard menu, and this is going to be available in all of the 260 plus outlets. So price is also reasonable. Things are fine. Let's have a check on the quantity around once when we check in. So that is a part I'm able to see here. Fine. It's peri fries, being peri fries, and it's like something like wings. Good things is happening. That's good. So this is the common menu we will be having. So right now, this guys will be having only the Pepsi related beverages. So they have time with Pepsi. So that's why they're putting only Pepsi items here. So that is what we have in the menu. So this is the current debt of the company. It is very close to 24 crore at the moment. So it is completely based on term loan facilities and working capital facility and bank guarantee. So it is very close to 24 crore. And right now it is very close to 19 crore in terms of the principal basis. So it would be a compounding basis. So that is what we have at the moment with the Burger King IPO. Let's move on to the financials directly. So we'll move on to the step-by-step things like competitive strength of this company, strong customer value proposition, exclusive franchise right in India, brand value and customer loyalty, vertical scalable supply chain, experienced and professional management. So for the supply chain, they're using Coldex as their partner. So main reason of this offer is the net proceed of this IPO will be used for finance the rollout of the new company-owned Burger King restaurants. So we know very clearly 2.8 crore is the money which is required to set up a Burger King with a space of 1,300 to 1,400. So it requires very close to 3 crore rupees. That is what the money is going here. So they plan to open some more additional 200. So in this itself, we will be spending very close to 600 crore. Keep in mind, it's going to be a company-owned thing to meet the general corporate purpose as usual. So let's move on to the financials. And before we are moving out to the financials, we want to see about something, what is happening in the stock and how much percentage the promoters are coming out. So promoters are holding very close to 99.39% at the moment, and after the IPO, they're going to hold only 60%. And one important thing when moving to the financials, company is reportedly giving a good revenue, but the company is not making any profit. So when we go for a PAT, it is completely making a loss. So the assets are going like anything from 7,303, that is 730 crore, 920 crore, and it is 1197 crore and 1177 crore. So assets are fine. Moving on to the revenue, it is good. It is 388 crore, 645 crore, and 8446 crore, and it is 1516 when compared with the last quarter. So this is completely on COVID. We are facing a very big loss. Comparatively, company is facing 82 crore loss, 38 crore loss, and 76 crore loss comparatively on 18, 19, and 20. Completely loss-making company. And because of this note, SEBI had made only 10% allocation to retail. Keep in mind, the company didn't make this as 10%. It is very clearly the SEBI rule which moved this specific loss-making company to give only 10% to the retail investors. So keep in mind. Moving on with the IPO details. This IPO is opening on 2nd December and it will be happening till 4th December, and it is a book building issue, and we have a fresh issue of very close to 450 crore, and after sale it is very close to 360 crore. Means that fresh issue is 450 plus 360, that is comprising of 810 crore. And the upper band here is 60 rupees, 250 shares at the market lot, and minimum investment would be 50,000 and maximum would be very close to 2 lakh, there would be 1,95,000. So final allotment thing will happen on December 9th and listing will happen on 14th December. So that is all what I have in this IPO. So moving on with the views on applying to this IPO. On a long-term basis, I would like to wait, watch and apply on this IPO. Reason being, company need to build up all things in terms of profit. The company is doing good, but still the company need to come up with good profit. So that is what I feel. So I will be waiting for third day, how the subscription is going, how things are going, and accordingly I would be reacting on third day to know detailing whether I am going to apply to this IPO or not. I'll be giving a detailed message on my Telegram on December 4th at 11 a.m. whether I will be applying to this IPO or not specifically. Since I want to see some of the other things like grey market premium, what is the bidding rate it is going. I am sure that retail will go ahead and subscribe for this. But still, I want to see about the other prospectus, something like the QAB and etc. So let's have a check on this, and whether I'm going to apply or not, I'll be disclosing on my Telegram. The Telegram link is given below. You can follow if required, and you can take the proceedings accordingly. And again, it is your own decision to apply or not. So for me, considering on a long-term basis, I would wait, watch, and apply for this IPO. So that's all I have. Thanks, friends. We'll see you all in yet another video. Till then, bye. Take care.